types and keep the unks goofy tight. Look, let's get it lit like a Lucy, aight? Show the world what we can build when the crew unite. And while these frauds out finessing your protests, I'm in the gulags playing chess with the Hoteps. The Hoteps been told you. Don't sweat, bruh, I ain't gonna hold you. Keep receipts for the things that they told you. Ears to the street, they got secrets to go through. The Hoteps been told you. Don't sweat, bruh, I ain't gonna hold you. Keep receipts for the things that they told you. Ears to the street, they got secrets to go through. Hotep and build, y'all know the deal. We go in for real and ain't got no chill. Teach me how to grip, teach me how to grip. Teach me how to grip, teach me how to grip. Hotep and build, y'all know the deal. We go in for real and ain't got no chill. Teach me how to grip, teach me how to grip. Teach me how to grip, teach me how to grip.
We live.
What's good, people? Back at it again. It's Thursday, Hotep Thursday. Greatest podcast in the land where Biden gas is getting high as hell. This is Hotep's Been Told You, episode 172. Thanks everybody coming out. I am Uncle Hotep. He is Hotep Jesus with his beautiful daughter there.
Thank you.
What's good with you, man?
Ain't none. I'm on baby duty till shorty get back.
Oh, okay.
Baby just woke up. Say hi, baby. She ain't beat for all of that. A lot went on this week, man. We got a lot to cover tonight, man. Let's just get right into it, bro.
Okay. Jabbar Allen, because of Dave, I'll now refer to my wife as Space Juice. We'll talk about Dave in a little bit. Chad Farrell, thank you. Donations. 189 in room, 58 likes. Let's get these likes over 100. Let's get these views over 200. Before we get into it, man, is there etiquette on firing your barber? I got the fresh cut. You got the fresh cut. I was woofing for a couple weeks. Nobody really noticed it on the show, but on my YouTube channel, on my daily streams, people were just like, "Yo, Uncle Hotep, you need to cut, man." I'm like, "Oh man, these people they was ragging on me, man, for real." So anyway, I tried to give my barber a last chance, and I texted him like a couple days ago, and he didn't hit me back. He said, sometimes he would just come to my crib sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I actually, can you come to my crib? Mm-hmm. No replies. I had enough, man. It's just like going on a month. I need a cut. You feel the black man get his cut. You feel better, health. You get a plus 20 on your health and everything else. You know what I mean? Your health, your plus 50 your constitution,
more attraction.
All that. Yeah.
More on Paul.
So I went to the same old barbershop I used to go to, and I had the other bull cut me. So, he did his thing. So shout out to my new barber. It's official. Is there etiquette for firing your barber and getting a new one, man?
Oh, let me just get the facts straight really fast.
Okay.
The barber you're looking to potentially fire, is he black?
Yes.
Okay. I knew that already. The shop that you went to today, does he work out of that shop?
No, he used to. He got fired from that shop.
Oh, man. So you about to basically get with his ex.
I mean, so to speak, yeah.
Fuck
but
that
not
nigga.
the guy who fired him.
Fuck that.
Not the owner of the barbershop. It was just somebody else that works in the shop.
I got you. Fuck that nigga. There is no etiquette. There is no etiquette to firing your barber. Barbers are some of the most ruthless people on the planet, especially the black barber. They think because, you have this loyalty to them that they can abuse it. Mm-hmm. Right? So they abuse their power. They are very sensitive when you step outside of, their barber skills and go get somebody else. But the big abuse is they are not on time. Like, for example, I remember I used to go to hey baby, chill. I remember I used to go to my barber, and you sit in the chair, he throw the thing around your neck, and then go outside and smoke a cigarette. So here I am, hostage with this thing wrapped around my neck, and he outside smoking a cigarette. So I got smart. When he went outside for a cigarette, I go outside for a cigarette with him. We both gonna be smoking. Okay.
Yeah. Or you sit down like, hold on, man, let me bust this grill. My food just came. Let me bust this grill real quick.
Inconvenience his ass back. Then I stopped
eating the hoagie. Yeah.
You said what?
Nah, they be eating the hoagie and shit like that. You know how barbers eat and shit like
that. Word. And then I would just ask him for a cigarette after a while. Yo, you got one? You got one? All right, we going outside together. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So no, there is no etiquette because they don't have any etiquette. If they had some etiquette, then sure, we could reciprocate. But they have none.
Right.
So no, we will not allow them to abuse their power unbridled.
Okay. Hey, we got to talk about these picks, man. Hey, we had a bad week.
Did we?
Week 4. Listen, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you went 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You went 8 and 7. You went 500. You still over
500. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. I heard I killed it in the morning, the afternoon games, and then the night game. My homie hit me like, "Damn, nah, man, the night games killed this."
Yeah. So, all right,
we gotta do better this week.
All right, we can still make the Thursday night game. Los Angeles Rams versus Seattle Seahawks.
Oh shit, Rams. No, Seahawks.
New York Jets versus Atlanta Falcons.
Oh my God. I'm going to go on a whim and pick the Jets.
Okay. Green Bay Packers, Cincinnati Bengals.
Oof. Packers.
Detroit Lions 0-4, Minnesota Vikings 1-3.
Lions.
You get the Lions for the first win of the season.
Yeah.
Broncos versus the Steelers.
Broncos.
Miami Dolphins at Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
New Orleans Saints at Washington.
Saints.
Philadelphia Eagles at Carolina Panthers.
Okay, here she comes. All right. You said who? Eagles versus who?
Panthers at the Panthers.
Eagles versus Panthers? Panthers.
Tennessee Titans at Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville
first win of the season. New England Patriots versus the Houston Texans.
Pats.
Chicago Bears, Las Vegas Raiders. Sorry.
Ooh, we're going with Las Vegas. Hey, come get
Cleveland Browns versus Los Angeles Chargers.
Cleveland.
New York Giants versus the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
San Francisco at Arizona.
Arizona.
Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Indianapolis Colts versus the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens.
All right. There's your picks, ladies and gentlemen. There's your picks. Be safe out there. 332 in a row, 106 likes. Jabari Allen, HJ, you have to take Unc to court for recommending another Bitcoin app besides yours on his stream.
He violating again? He violating again. Thank you for looking out, yo. Yeah, keep snitching on this nigga. What app is this now, Mr. Unc?
It's the same one. Somebody asked me how to buy Shiba. You know, Shiba took off this week, man. You see that?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So somebody asked me where the
coins. I got some good news for you.
What?
Hotep coin coming.
Hotep coin coming?
Hotep coin is on the way.
Okay.
How about them apples?
How are we gonna get Hotep coin?
Don't worry about that.
Oh.
Don't worry about that. You mean how you gonna buy it?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll be on the DeFi exchanges.
Okay.
You'll be able to probably get on like Pancake Swap.
Okay.
Get you in the kind of Pancake Swap. Hotep coin coming soon. I'm waiting to sign all the contracts and everything, get that whole situation situated. Yeah, my camera fucked up. But yeah, it's about to be lit, baby. So you can stop shilling them other people's coins. And we're gonna pump that Hotep Nation coin. And maybe a little NFT or two or something like that. But yeah, Hotep coin is on the way. Whoa.
There's some bugs on the floor. I don't know where these bugs come from. They're like the little salamander things, man. Like they come from underneath the walls, man. They come every like when it starts getting colder.
Oh yeah, they come inside.
Here they come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need someplace nice and warm.
Especially down the basement. Only down in the basement. I need to put some carpet down here or something. Anyway, Congenie Eddie reminded I become a fan upon hearing your commentary on Fury Wilder when looking at for a podcast that discussed the incident here in South Philly. Predictions for the third fight.
Oh yeah, we gotta make videos for for Wasted Time Podcast and menofwater.com. Our fight predictions. I totally forgot about that. I meant to do it today, and I got so fucking caught up doing so much other shit. But yeah, we gotta make that happen. Something like 60 seconds or less. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm gonna save my predictions for that. You gotta go subscribe to menofwater.com to hear my commentary. I'm gonna reserve that exclusive for menofwater.com.
Damn, you're big time. You big time in the chat, man.
Huh? What happened?
You big time niggas, man. Jesus Christ. When they fight Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, I expect a good fight. You know, it's been a war each time, hasn't it? Yeah. You know, but some people say Wilder hasn't won either one. You know, so I don't know. You know, I kind of think that, you know, if he improves his boxing skills, he has a chance. But if he comes on with that same BS, man, that white man gonna beat his ass again, man. Martin McNamara, Chappelle, Most Def, and Quality owe me for listening to the victimized mindset on that podcast. What podcast was that? I don't know.
What?
Chappelle, Most Def, and Quality. I guess they did a podcast or something.
Oh yeah, I guess Quality has that podcast or whatever. Yeah,
I never heard of it.
Yeah, he got a podcast. The first one he had, Vibe Higher, you know, obviously was named after me. And then I think he has a deal with somebody cut him a check, so he got another one, or maybe it's his own. I don't fucking know. Get me.
Quality still getting checks.
I think it's a good ass grifter, man. He riding off Most Def work from 20 years ago.
Oh, come on, man. Can we stop this, man?
Hey, he carried him. He carried him on the album, bro.
You act like the Quality album does not exist. Yeah. Talib Kweli has a modern day classic, man. You cannot take that from him.
Most Def carried him on the Black Star album.
Yeah, but Kweli went solo and did his thing.
Most Def carried him on the Black Star album. Wasn't for Most Def, we wouldn't know who Talib Kweli is.
Maybe that's also probably true. Leroy Jenkins, $3 donations 2 times, and $2 donations 2 times. Game over. He sends a bunch of animes, gifts. So appreciate the love, Leroy.
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Press 1 in the chat if you're going to cop Hotep coin. Press 1 in the chat if you're going to cop Hotep coin. All right, go ahead. Proceed. My bad.
All right, let's get into let's get in NBA because we got a few subjects we can pivot off of. First, Kyrie Irving is still on the loose. Nigga, black man ain't showing up to practice. Of course, he cannot practice in New York, New York. So I guess they practice it around somewhere. I don't know where they practice at. Why don't they practice in Jersey? But anyway, so he still hasn't shown because he hasn't got his medicine, and they still they bring Jamel Hill in. It cracks me up. These TV shows and shit like that. When they want to talk about the black NBA player, they got to find a Negro, man. They got to find an overseer. They bring in Jamel Hill. They tell Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to write something. These shines keep stepping and fetching. So he's still out in the wind. Now, one of the players that was holding out, Andrew Wiggins, has received his one shot, I believe, of the Johnson and Johnson. Now, he did have some stuff to say about it. He was saying, I hope he hopes other people can be stronger than him. He just says it's messed up. It's like we don't own our bodies and things of that nature. Now, did Andrew Wiggins give in?
Did he give in? He said he gave in. He said the white man put his foot on my neck. That shit hurt. And I gave in. And real quick on Kyrie. I wouldn't be mad if he just took the year off. Like, when y'all get y'all shit together with all this Bam Bam stuff, all this 19 stuff, holler at me. In the meantime, where the GOAT is at. You know what I mean? But there's nothing in his contract that says he has to be anywhere or do anything as far as his medical situation is concerned. So if I was him, I'd lay low for a year.
Back to Wiggins.
Yeah.
I'm seeing people taking shots at him.
Okay.
Is that right or wrong?
Well, I'm sure these people you're talking about are your favorite Negroes. Paper on the wall Negroes, black boule Negroes, black brunch boot Negroes. The Jamel Hill.
Oh, I'm not just black folks.
I ain't get to them now. Hold on, I'm still on the Negro now. I ain't finished with them yet. I'm gonna get to the cracker in a second. But I'm sure some of them was definitely of the melanated variety, melanin variety. And the rest obviously was the white liberal trying to wrangle the slave back onto the plantation. Now, I'm sure they were upset that he said, it feels like you don't own your body. Is that the part where they're upset?
No. I'm coming from the angle that the people that don't want to take this are saying Andrew Wiggins sold out.
Oh. Nah, leave my man alone. I ain't mad at him. He kept it 100. He was like, yo, I'm a bitch ass nigga. I had to capitulate. When it's different if he was like, if he did he didn't do a 180. He didn't do a 180. He just said, look, they got me. And people want him to be stronger than that. You can't expect everybody to be strong. Go support the people that's strong. But I ain't mad at him. Everybody. It's the same thing on the other side, right? Where they say, "Oh, you should get it, It's your decision." It's his decision, whatever he wants to do. But I applaud him for saying that it feels like you don't own your body, because he don't. At least not from the decision he made. Kyrie owns his body. Andrew Wiggins don't own his body. White liberal does. But I don't think it's fair. I would let him slide. I'm throwing some sympathy.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing. Like, a lot of people was calling him a sellout and saying he's, this, that, and the third. Like, you put it in like a football perspective. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to take a first down. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to kick a field goal. Sometimes you got to punt. You know, not everything can be a home run. Like a lot of people wanted him just to be the face of it. You know, like that's a lot of pressure on. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I don't expect. I mean, to me, he did enough.
Right.
He put it out there. He put the reasons out there. Jonathan Isaac, he's out there. He going on Fox News. He talking. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, not everybody can hold out at like. And you know, we don't know his circumstances. You know, I think he does. People were saying he comes from money. He doesn't come from a poor background and stuff like that. You know, maybe he just wants to, you know, accumulate as much money as he can. You know, but he gave his misgivings and said he's hopefully down the road he's okay. He doesn't get cancer or anything else. Like, wow. He also said his whole family doesn't believe in that medication, that type of medication. Now, I don't know if they meant the whole thing. Yeah. You know, so he might just come from a family of wokeness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Hoteps.
Yeah. So I don't know. In my opinion, I think we should give him some slack. You know, we still should be supportive, you know, because his heart is with us. You know what I mean? He just said he couldn't do it, you know, and plus he's in the eye. He doesn't like, even though he was like, I think he was the number one pick or he was like top 5, whatever. You know, even though he was that, he's not, he's Canadian. So he's not American Shine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
American Shine acts different, you know, and these black Canadians, you know, he doesn't really, he's not for all the limelight. It seems like that.
Yeah.
So putting all this unnecessary pressure on him was probably doing something too. I just wish that he has great health, you know, and some people are going to be put in similar situations. You know, some people are going to be put in a situation where they have to do it. You know what I mean? Because, you know, they're the breadwinner of the family. If they don't get this joint, they can't eat. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of support him taking it to the nth degree, and he's trying to, you know, he tried to get the religious joint. They shot that joint down.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Oh man.
That's kind of fat.
But continue.
Yeah, but you know, I think they're making it hard on some religious things. You know, from what I'm reading, they're trying to cut. You know, it just shows me that's like, I don't know, even if there was religious people that are filing for religious reasons, how many could there actually be? Like, I don't see it would be tens of millions of people. I don't know. Maybe there would have been, but I don't see like it would have been tens of millions of people filing for the religious throne. But I don't know.
You know, since we're talking about religion, let's talk about Stanley Plotkin. In a deposition, Stanley Plotkin, they asked him, do you take objection to religious beliefs? Just religious beliefs. Has nothing to do with the medicine or nothing. He said, yes. He said, do you believe that someone can have valid religious objection to the medicine? And he said, no. He is an atheist. Now, if you know anything about Stanley Plotkin, he is the godfather or one of the godfathers. You know, I would consider maybe Edward Jenner to be the father and maybe Stanley Plotkin's the godfather of the medicine. But he is the godfather of the needle medicine. And one more thing, just to quote him, he said, if you develop the antibodies to a serum component, that would not be good. Now, you guys can go listen to the deposition from Mr. Plotkin on your own. BitChute has a copy. You may be able to find one on YouTube if you dig hard enough, but pops right up. Stanley Plotkin deposition.
Yeah, but why would he even ask him if he's an atheist? He's not even qualified to even answer that question honestly, to be honest.
Well, the question was, do you take objection to religious beliefs? It's one thing to be atheist. It's another thing to be offended because other people have religious beliefs. There's a lot of atheists that go, hey, you know, if you have your religious beliefs, then, you know, go right ahead. This is for me and not for everyone. But he says he takes objection to the fact that other people have religious beliefs.
To me, most atheists are like that, though.
Yeah, but not all.
Well, yeah, not all, but most atheists are like, man, I think the reason they become atheists is because they hate religion. To be honest with you, that's why how the ones I've encountered, it seems like they have such a distaste for organized religion that they become atheists, not through some thought process that like, hey, you know what I mean, it can't be, you know, the religion is BS. I mean, it doesn't, none of this makes sense. No, it seems like they come like, I don't know, some bishop or some religious member of their family pissed them off, or
I know what did it. I know what did it.
What?
They learned too much. You know, when you start really diving into the Bible and some of the allegory in there, and you start understanding what really being said, you it's like those early Hotep stages where you find out the truth and now you're angry. It's that type of situation. They're like, yo, why nobody told me this before? So it's that anger that's built up because they have found the truth. And eventually they get over that and they become rational atheists. But I would call them irrational atheists. But eventually they'll become agnostic atheists. But that's what I believe it is. They run into the information. They go, how come I've been lied to all this time?
That's true. Where are we at? Tomorrow Daniels, donations. Battle Grain, put that Hotep coin on Sunday swap, Cardano.
All right.
Anthony Sathoff, pure blood NBA players could face 6 months in jail if they break quarantine in Toronto. You seen that? Like, they got all types of restrictions as they come to Toronto.
Oh,
I guess they could play, but they can't leave their hotel room and all this other stuff, man.
Yeah, I did see that. Canada's on some Hitler type shit right now.
Definitely. Phil Chanel, y'all should get Jonathan Isaac on the shit. I would love to talk to Isaac. He's a pretty smart guy. Seems like. Hotep Lord Lamik Shabazz. Peace to the Hoteps. Let me know when you don't need to shield Hotep coin like BitConnect. David Fox, love the content. Look forward to every Thursday. Shout out to the No Agenda family. Thank you, David Fox. $20 donation. Wiggins' heart is with us until the papillation start.
Uh-oh. I see it in his eyes. There you go. I saw it in his eyes. If you are watching the audio, listen to the audio version of this, you definitely want to catch the video version of the show.
Man, you got to start throwing them drops out, man. I kind of think after the intro, you should drop our name drops like 2-3 times.
I have no idea who the Uncle Hotep character is.
Oh my God, Tim Pool got in trouble with the conservatives with children when he said you should stand your ground with the punch, even if it hurts your kids.
What?
I don't know. What does he mean by that? You should stand your ground with the punch, even if it hurts your
I know
kids.
he was arguing with Jack Murphy over it, because Jack said his kids are in sports and there's a mandate, and he's like, do I really have to choose sports over the mandate? And Tim Pool was like, yeah, it's the health of your children and the sovereignty of your children over everything, right? So I think that was the big discussion. B. Weezy Bird, correct me if I'm wrong.
Phil, shout out ABL. Shout out ABL.
Always be
shout
learning.
Out ABL.
Always be learning.
Let's go, Brandon. Shout out ABL. Also, NBA news. Did you see Enes Kanter, man? We got to talk about this, man.
Yeah.
CNN brought on Enes Kanter. He's I think he plays for. They play for the Knicks now. I don't know what team he's on now. Enes Kanter. He's on so many teams. He's a half decent NBA player. Comes from Turkey. Boston. Is he on Boston now? Yeah. He calls out LeBron James over his ridiculous. He calls it ridiculous stance on not promoting the John, the John juice. He took his Turkish ass up there, called LeBron ridiculous for not, he's disappointed in LeBron, and this, that, and the third. We're talking, wait. He couldn't believe James wasn't using his platform to push the John. When I heard it, I was very disappointed, and it's ridiculous. Obviously, LeBron James, he's one of the faces of the league, and he should be the first one to go out there and say, listen, hey, everyone, I got the John, and I'm encouraging everyone, my community, everyone, basketball fans, non-basketball fans, and sports fans are just going out there and get this John so we can save other lives. When I heard, I just couldn't believe it. But I hope he can educate himself about this John and inspire others, encourage others around him. What do you take about it? And, NBA is kind of a tight fraternity, even though he's a foreigner. So there's a kind of schism there. What do you think of those comments from Enes Kanter?
Oh, it's simple. The white liberal ran out of Negroes to oversee. Nobody wanted to step up. So he said, you know what? We got to get one of our own. We're going to get one of these Eastern Europeans to do the job. So he grabbed one of them good European stock white boys and said, we need an overseer. The Negroes have failed us. So they commissioned his ass to come out and do it. And that's the best they could do. They needed somebody to wrangle. They needed somebody to attack LeBron. And they knew none of the Negroes were going to go against LeBron.
You know what my theory is? Enes Kanter is Charlie Indigo Alpha. That's my theory. And I'm sticking to it. He's wanted in his home country over his alleged association with a political separatist movement. Like I think there's an imam in Pennsylvania that our people kind of want to replace Erdogan, and Enes is a big backer of this guy Gulen. That's my theory. And there's pictures of Kanter with John Bolton talking about, we got to do something with Turkey about that. I'm like, so I kind of think they was like, yo, Enes, man, we need a favor, man. You do us a favor, we'll do you a favor. Why don't you pump the John, talk slander LeBron James and stuff like that, and that's how I kind of feel. I think he's an agent. You gotta think, man. The way they portray the CIA in movies is not, in reality. That's why they portray it that way. The CIA is, or the agencies, they use regular people, like Rodman, Enes Kanter, and school teachers and gymnasts, people that can access, and reporters. Remember that, so they can access other nations and stuff like that. But yeah, Enes he got a price on his head, man. He better step and fetch, man.
I just like to say to the agencies that Mr. Uncle Hotep mentioned.
I have no idea who this Uncle Hotep character is.
Let's just get that out the way right now. I don't know what this nigga talking about.
They know Enes worked for them, and they'd be like, "Damn, it's a smart shot." I'm like, "What?" But I don't know. Most people won't make the connection. But anyway, that's my theory on Enes. But he was talking out of turn, man. Like, how are they going to get a Turk to talk about Black Americans, Black American community in the United States of America? Like, that's insane, man. But this is what you shines that watch CNN every damn week and think it's a quality network. This is what them execs at CNN think about your black asses. Oh, these niggas can't think. Let's get this Turk guy out here, man. Come on, man. Tell him LeBron James is stupid. Tell him. Here go Enes. Yeah, LeBron, man. I'm disappointed in him. Here go you shines. Yeah, LeBron, you a sellout. You should be telling us how we got to take this medication. We got to take this John. Like, how dumb do y'all be? This is what, like, why are they trying so hard? This is what Bradley Beal said, man. Like, why are y'all trying so hard, man?
Draymond.
Draymond said that. Yeah, Draymond said that.
Yep.
Why y'all trying so hard? You're doing too much.
Makes it mad suspicious.
It should. To anybody with a goddamn brain on their head.
They went and got one of the spicy whites to go get them.
Oh, man. What is the definition of a spicy white?
Anything close to the Mediterranean Sea.
That can't be it because y'all call Puerto Ricans spicy whites.
Well, they're the other spicy whites. Because you got to remember, they come from Spain, and that's also part of the Mediterranean Sea as well. So they're Mediterranean whites. Spain, Portugal. Yeah, spicy whites. Those are the ones that had a little bit of miscegenation back in the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? When the Moors was running through them pogs. Say they got a little bit of tan.
I can't keep up with you niggas racism, man. Y'all just come.
They spicy whites. They not that pure blood Nordic white.
No, they're Turks, man. Call them Turks. What I don't understand is like, why can't the Irish be Irish, the Turks be Turks, the Russians be Russians, and everything else? Like, I think, to me, that's the same with blacks. Like, why can't he be Ethiopian? Why can't he be Nigerian? Why can't we be ADOS? Why can't you be island nigga? You know what I mean? I think we group everything together too much instead of separating people.
Because genes mean something. Because there's only 4 types of human beings on the planet, and everybody want to add these European created designations and divide everybody. Nope, y'all niggas some spicy whites. You got whites, you got spicy whites, you got blacks, you got Asians, you got the Arab. That's it. Stop making up shit.
But there's clear difference between like Irish and Turkish.
Or they
right?
fight more.
No, I'm just telling. Even by appearance,
well, the Irish that's your Nordic whites. Irish, Scottish, England, they all share that one island. Okay, that they call the United Kingdom. They all up there in whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's all your Nordic, Viking motherfuckers. Okay, that's that pure whiteness. The other ones are a blend. They're victims of miscegenation. So we call them spicy
I can be
ones.
a victim of miscegenation, man.
Well, a white woman can't resist a nice chocolatey black man.
Oh.
You know this to be true from your own experience.
I don't know what the hell is he talking about. Chat. He's going off the ranges.
Gaelic, yes, that too. USA playing Jamaica in soccer right now. Let me go look at that score.
Don't let these island niggas lose tonight, Paul.
Oh man, I'm gonna be sick.
Anyway, Breezy Bird. I already read that.
Yes, Italians are spicy whites. Yes, they are. If you can tan, you're
Italians
a
are
white.
Italians, man. Wasted Town podcast. They told Kenner you better pump that stabby. We gonna deport your ass. Ask this Cam. I'm gonna roll my whole 401k over to Hotep coin.
Let's go. Pump it. We all about to be millionaires.
Anyway, in other NBA news, NBA player insurance fraud. Man, they caught 17 players and one player's wife, former NBA players, lacking. They pulling insurance frauds, man. Like, they had one guy who was playing ball in Taiwan or China or some shit, and he filing a claim about 8 root canals. So I guess they was paying for it, the money out of pocket, and through the NBA, the medical thing they have, they was getting reimbursed. So they was getting reimbursed for stuff they didn't even take, didn't even happen. Man, now it looks like they was looking at this since 2017. They sat on this for 5 years. Wait, 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
Gathering evidence for the investigation, letting them letting them compile more and pile up more evidence. Yeah, keep on. We see, yep, there go another transaction. Then what they do is they like to wait to load it up so they can get you for the whole shebang. And just when you start slowing down, they're like, oh, these niggas slowing down, let's get them now. You know, that's how the attorneys do it. They don't want to get you when it's small. They want you to keep on doing it. You know, keep on doing it till it piles up to be a real big mess. And they're like, all right, now we're gonna hit you. Because if they hit you early, you know, you're gonna get a slap on the wrist. So they don't hit you early. They wait for you to, you know, stack it up.
There was a bunch of. Go ahead.
How'd they get caught? Was this the FBI or who did the investigation?
The Bureau.
The Bureau.
Yeah, the Bureau.
Okay. Can't find sex traffickers, but they all up the NBA ass. All right, continue.
You know, Sebastian Telfair, Glenn Davis, Tony Roten, Terrence Williams looked like to be the ringleader. They
Terrence
were even
Williams a Trumper?
No, man. This guy played for Louisville. What else? Tony Allen, you know, Darius Miles.
Darius Miles, I remember him. Played for the Clippers.
Yeah. Ruben Patterson. I don't know. I just think the timing is, you know, they probably waited for this one. You know, oh, you NBA niggas want to resist our medicine?
Exactly. We gonna show you what we do, how we make an example. I was just about to say that. Thank you.
It also casts a negative light at NBA players, you know. So now more people will be like, less people will follow Kyrie and, you know, and Draymond Green and stuff like that. Oh, them NBA players, they just frauds and they just scammers and shit like that. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Got to make the black man look like a criminal. That's what the white liberals' oldest trick. Ask Joe Biden.
Post flow, Uncle Slippin speaking about a friendly neighborhood glowy man outside of code is no. That's all. I thought I did use it in code. But anyway, they all listening anyway, man. They didn't. I think they passed something like if you type certain keywords in Google, that Google has to turn in those your searches and stuff like that. You hear that? Right. Yeah. Oh, you must be audio. I can hear you though. Yeah. You was the one talking crazy. I was looking at you like, what? You can write? You can do it?
All right, my bad. I'm back. What was the last thing I said?
You was gonna take him to court or something.
Oh yeah, I want to type in some wild shit. I want to type in some wild shit so that the government can try me. I want them to try me because I got the case law. I've been working on it with my attorney, and we got the case law, and I want them to try. I want them to try and violate any of my constitutional rights. I want
Okay.
them to try me, okay? Because I'm going to get a big bag. I'm going to get a big bag the minute they try me, okay? And other thing is, I'm upset at Americans. I'm not even going to single out conservatives. I'm going to say all of us. Y'all see this shit pop up on the timeline, and y'all ain't called, like, nobody to start saying, hey, this is a violation of the 4th Amendment. Y'all can't do this shit. Nobody going to do that. Nobody going to take these agencies to court. When are y'all going to do that? Where y'all at? That's what I want to know. So anyway, I have a document coming out with an attorney coming soon that has all the case law that's going to help you with the Yamin and your 2A and your 1A and your 4A, and we're going to help y'all out. We're going to help y'all out.
I mean, all you have to do is go to your kid's school function and start protesting critical CRT and stuff like that. They're gonna come right for you.
Oh my God.
Go there and protest masks and they're gonna come right for you. I seen one video about like some parents was chasing the kids talking about masking. Like a family was wearing a mask and like somebody was like telling them to take it off and stuff like that. Like, I gotta believe they're paying some of these key people to like I don't care if somebody wears a mask or not. Like, you know, if you wear it, go ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as long as you're not forced, everybody, like, these are in schools that not everybody's forced to do it. Like or mine where we're at, yeah, everybody has to wear it. But where they're at, if you don't have to, if you're not, yeah, I'm not telling somebody to take it off if they don't have to. If they want to do it, go ahead, knock yourself out.
They had cats coming out here talking about y'all scared. Talking to us about how we don't want to take the medicine. We scared. Meanwhile, they walking around with face diapers and
yo, did somebody tweet that or something? Where did I see that?
A lot of people did.
We scared.
We the ones scared, but y'all walking around with the face diaper on. Y'all the one running to the doctor to get the medicine. Y'all the one yelling at everybody to go get the medicine. But we the ones scared. We walking outside unprotected, allegedly. Happy as can be. But we the ones that scared? Come on, man. Blasphemy.
Yeah. 578 in the room. Let's hit that share button. Let's get over 600. 233 likes. Let's get these likes over 300. Come on, y'all.
Gaslighting. Word. Gaslighting.
Is that what gaslighting means?
Yeah, gaslighting is when you put words in people's mouth. Try to say what they is without, you gaslight is just like trying to put words in your mouth, trying to tell them what they should be thinking and saying.
I don't know. I was trying to figure it out for like years. Rick Bascom.
Ricky Bascom.
Ricky Bascom.
Yeah, that's an artist. I executive produced his first and second album. I think that's coming. Yeah, it's dropping tonight.
Oh, who's better, Adele or R. Kelly? Also, Art Trap, the album dropping tonight.
Go get that Art
Come
Trap.
on,
Ricky Bascom, Art Trap. Go get that.
I mean, R. Kelly's better artist.
Oh, thank God. He did it. I thought he was about to sell out.
I mean, if I thought Adele was a better artist, I would say, but I think I hold R. Kelly in a high regard. Like, if you ask me, like, who's better, Adele or Chris Brown, I'd probably say Adele. Like, yeah. I don't like Chris Brown. You know what I mean? But I like R. Kelly.
You don't like Chris Brown?
No, man. He's he's singing that light skinned nigga shit, man. I'm like, come on, man.
Light skinned nigga shit.
Come on, man. I don't.
He not simping on them records.
Name his monumental piece of work, song, whatever. What is it? All he's known, he can dance and shit like that. Man, he's garbage.
That last album was fire.
What name a song?
I don't remember names of songs. Only songs I can remember names of is like Kanye and Jay-Z. That's only two artists I can name songs of because I listen to them the most. My memory don't work like that. I operate off of sounds.
Give me R. Kelly song.
Well, that's R. Kelly.
See?
I mean, R. Kelly top 3 that are alive. You know what I'm saying? It's like he right behind James Brown or somewhere. You know, R&B, I got James Brown number 1. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Behind James Brown is Michael Jackson. And then R&B, I would probably throw R. Kelly up there. But I think, Chris Brown's got to be top 5 or something like that. CB do got mad hits. He got mad hits.
It must be before, after. I was after him, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just listening to any of his shit. It's just not my style. Listen to artists, man. I don't want to hear that shit, man. Anyway, speaking of R. Kelly, they whacked his YouTube account, man.
Yeah.
What kind of now he's still up on YouTube Music, but his YouTube account has been deleted.
I guess that was his personal YouTube account.
I think so.
So the redacted was like, nah, we're going to get these streams, but as for him. As for that nigga. Somebody press the delete button.
I'm going to read what she said. Now, on Tuesday, YouTube removed 2 channels, R. Kelly TV, which had 3.5 million subscribers, and R. Kelly Vivo, which had 1.6, citing a violation of its terms of service. Attempts to watch videos on now channels display a message that this video is no longer available because YouTube is an account, whatever. Egregious actions committed by R. Kelly warrant penalties beyond standard enforcement measures due to a potential to cause widespread harm.
I believe I Can Fly might hurt somebody.
Yeah, I believe I can fly. These people like, ah! On the down low. Down low.
Let me hear
like, come on,
two. Let me hear beep. Working on 24s. Man, come on, man.
YouTube VP of Legal, Nicole Anston, wrote in the memo. Ultimately, we're taking this action to protect our users similar to other platforms. Also, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook have deleted R. Kelly stuff. R. Kelly's accounts. Now, like some people were, I don't know. Some people were making comparisons to Elvis. Woody Allen. Yeah.
Why? He was touching little girls too?
Come on.
I think I did hear.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This seems like a more financial move. I don't know.
Trying to stop
but
him.
like you're right to trying to cut his money off,
Yeah.
Because he was probably getting more of that YouTube money than his streams, but the music is still up on Apple Music and stuff like that. I'm kind of mad because I was just watching. I was doing some R. Kelly binging the last couple of weeks, man. I was like, damn, he really had like a lot of great stuff. And I don't know, like what everybody that commits a crime is just like, you got to take him off YouTube or something like that. This is, I don't know. Google is just like trash, man. It's just like, I don't know.
They ain't removing Harvey Weinstein movies.
No.
And he assaulted more people than anybody. Well, I can't say anybody. Epstein's up there. And Ghislaine Maxwell, but they ain't got no music or movies.
Yeah.
Elvis married his wife when she was 14. Oh my God. Yeah.
You never heard that?
I don't pay attention to white people history except for the shit that I need to now. I don't know shit about that. All I know about Elvis is that he stole black music and got credit for it.
Oh my God.
And he stole Forrest Gump's dance.
How they steal Forrest Gump's dance?
You know, remember he went to see Forrest Gump, and Forrest Gump had the chains on his legs, and he did the dance, and then next thing you know, he's on stage doing this shit.
Did he steal black people's music? I don't know.
Nigga, he stole.
I never really listened to Elvis Presley, so I wouldn't know if that was black music.
Jailhouse Rock. Who go to jail more than the nigga?
Jailhouse Rock.
Who go to jail more than a nigga? Who gonna sing a song about being in jail? Only a black man will write a song about being in jail. Yeah, he stole Jailhouse Rock and a bunch of other shit. Elvis was the first white man my dad taught me how to hate.
For real?
Yeah. My dad used to tell me that Elvis said the only thing a black man could do for him is shine his shoes. That's what my father told me.
That's an Elvis quote.
That's an Elvis quote.
I don't know nothing about Elvis, man. I never even... Like, my parents weren't big musician peoples and stuff like that. You know who black women back in the day did like? What was his name? Tom Jones or some shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, all my aunts and them, they loved some Tom Jones. And I think my mom had a Tom Jones record or some shit like that. Other than that, none of them listened to goddamn Elvis Presley or some shit like that.
Wasted Town Podcast coming with the facts. He said he stole all that shit from Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf. That's who it was, Muddy Waters. Yup. Mm-hmm. They used to tell niggas used to make hits. They used to tell niggas like, yo, you know we're not going to push this shit, right? You know we're not going to push this shit. So what we're going to do is we're going to give it to the Rolling Stones. We're going to let them perform it. We're going to give you a couple of shekels for it. That's what the white liberal used to do.
Yeah, but why did they switch it up? Or is it just because that rap became such a global phenomenon? You know what I mean?
The performance.
What do you mean the performance?
The performance became a big thing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? The performance of everything became a big thing. So it became dance. You know the white man can't dance like the black man. And the white women was swooning. Boy, they was like, ooh, dance. Dance. And they love that shit. Frankie Lyman's. Who else they used to swoon over? Who's the rock and roll guy? Berry Gordy. They used to love some Berry Gordy. Berry Gordy used to smash white women all day, every day after his concert. It's just they couldn't match the performance. The performance was a big aspect of it.
Gotcha.
Chuck
Sherry
Berry.
Brown.
Chuck Berry. Thank you. Motown.
Chuck
Yep.
Berry. Ricky Bass. Oh, wait. Straight Crown Roll, live in GA, live in GA. No mask mandates in schools and no join mandate. Straight Crown Roll, we don't use that V word in here. Disla. I went to the local vitamin shop and sea moss is selling like Yeezys. By the way, Elvis music should be deleted for R. Kelly, the 14-year-old. Straight Crown Roll, they say R. Kelly about to snitch on all the pedos in the industry. Would you rat? Would you rat?
First of all, you're not about to put me in the same seat as R. Kelly and just have that fucking... He gonna have to ask another nigga that question. You ain't about to put me in no hypothetical scenario as if I'm R. Kelly. What I can say is... That's number one. What I can say is, I hope the nigga snitch, because I want to know everybody that's on some bullshit. So we can cancel all these motherfuckers.
I don't think R. Kelly was smart enough to accumulate dirt on people like that. I think that was his problem.
I don't think he had to accumulate dirt. The way that music industry worked, the dirt is right in front of your face.
Oh, really?
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's right. You was in the music industry, right?
Yeah. You see how you try to do that shit again? See how this nigga try to set me up? Y'all, where's my button, yo?
I was just saying, man. You said it like, oh, that's not our music industry. I'm like, all right, go ahead and tell us, bitch.
Kiss my ass, nigga, okay? I ain't seen nothing like that. My experiences. I ain't seen nothing like that in my experiences, okay? I never made it to them parties. I wasn't in the game long enough, okay?
Okay.
We talking about LA culture. In New York, we wouldn't do none of that shit in New York. That's LA culture, okay? I was in New York music. New York, we wasn't getting down like that, okay? We was on some thug shit over here, okay?
Yeah.
Out there in LA,
That's true.
they on some rainbow, touching little boys type shit out there. That's what they do out there, okay? That's LA culture. And I'm sure he been enough crowds to know what was going on out there.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't know, man. R. Kelly, man. But I don't know. I think it's out of line for YouTube. Like they made all this money out off of him, but now they're gonna they're gonna draw the line now. We ain't gonna play his videos anymore. Like, I don't know. That's kind of weak, man. But
y'all see this
I'm
nigga
sure
dry snitching?
Who?
You, nigga.
I'm just going off what you said, man. I don't know nothing, man.
Yeah. I want the nigga to snitch though. I want to see him snitch. I want to know who else is on some bullshit.
I would love to see that, but I kind of think that was like somebody made that story up. I don't think he really got anything on anybody, to be honest. Oh damn! Somebody put Ho's business out there about him and Foxy Brown.
Oh man, yeah, I remember that. And Aaliyah. R. Kelly wasn't the only one allegedly was dealing with Aaliyah.
Yeah. Ken Hotep, R. Kelly wish he could turn back the hands of time.
That's a good one.
William Handy, Step in the Name of Love by R. Kelly will forever be a banger. Demazia. How you say her name, man?
Mazajia.
Chris Breezy, multi-talent, would have been a billionaire, singing, produces, dance, visual arts, fashion, Burger Kings, and many more. Spirited MJ lives on. I just don't get it. I never got Chris Brown. Never.
Chris Brown dope, man. He dope. That wasn't our generation. But she was dope. She was dope. Oh, you said Hove was 20 when he had her? I wasn't even talking about Hove. I was talking about a whole bunch of other motherfuckers. I wasn't talking about Hove, but I'm glad you clarified. She was 20 when Hove had her. Mm-hmm.
Mario Jordan, it's been a while. Finally get to catch an episode live. Welcome back, Mario. Remember, if you watch us and you have Instagram, put a video on Instagram of you watching us. Greatly appreciate it, and tag us on Instagram. 597 in the room, 599. Let's get over 600. Hit that share button. 300 likes. Let's get these likes over 400. We got to talk about. We recorded our first Best of the Internet show Monday night. You know, a lot of people for our Patreon only people. You can join our Patreon. Somebody dropped the Patreon link.
Patreon.com/Hoteps BEEN Told you, not to be confused with Hoteps. Patreon.com/Hotep Nation. Patreon.com/Hotep Nation gives you access to our private Discord chat. Patreon.com/Hoteps BEEN Told you gives you access to our premium content and our new show. Airs every Monday night.
Yeah, every Monday night we're doing a show, Best of the Internet, and we got some good ones this week. So I can't wait to record that one. So if you want to access to our extra content, and go ahead and join up our Patreon. And we also do a monthly sit down fireside chat with our people on that tier on the Patreon. So you can also do that as well. Big Poppy dropping by with a weekly donation. Thank you, Big Poppy. Chad just got back from coaching basketball practice after a long work trip, and I'm walking into dinner with the family. I went to watch the catch replay. Y'all check out menofwater.com and read my Dave Chappelle article.
Yes.
Somebody dropped the link. Dave Chappelle article, Men of Water.
Chad, tell the family I said hello.
Wasted Down podcast. Our probably about to be Epstein 2.0.
Oh boy.
Vizian
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and the Void. Has Chappelle heard he got drafted by the Whites as NPR and others were reporting? All right, give it a few more moments. We'll talk about Dave. Carlos Afraka, R. Kelly tried to snitch to Gayle King. Did he? She won't let him.
Wow. Oh, remember he had that interview?
Yeah.
I can't remember what was in that interview, but he probably did say something along those lines, as I'm not the only one type shit.
Anyway, on the social media, Facebook, in the most, and this is why I can't stand normies, because they can't see the obvious play when it's right in front of their face. You know, the glowy and darks are so sloppy, they just put anything out there, and American people just believe it. You know, the Facebook whistleblower came out, right? And said, you know, Facebook, they let controversial content on the site because it brings in more money. Well, hello. Now, this lady, I think she said she lost a friend of hers to conspiracies or something like that. Like it's a deadly disease or some shit like that. Now, this was on 60 Minutes. It was 60 Minutes Sunday, right? It aired. Mm-hmm. She talking about they letting all this stuff go on and stuff like that. On Tuesday, she's in front of the Senate and the Congress people having a hearing. A hearing. Mm-hmm. Just that right there will tell you, like, how do we go from here? You're on 60 Minutes on one day. The next day, 2 days later, you're in front of Congress and everything, telling them about what we should do and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Now they want to censor the internet some more. Mm-hmm. Now this is a couple plays, man. I don't know. I mean, it's so complicated. You know, the web is so deep. You don't really know. But it seems to me it could be, you know, Facebook really wants to censor more, but they need an excuse to do it.
Right. Or
the Fed boys are like, we got to do something about Facebook because a lot of these people, you know, it's people are listening to stuff on Facebook more than are glow in the darks on CNN. So we got to do something about that, you know? And Zuckerberg ain't moving fast. I mean, is it Zuck?
Yeah.
Zuckerberg ain't moving fast enough for us. You know, remember I was telling people Facebook is the actually freest speech thing on the net. You know what I mean?
We did say that.
But it seems like the boomers and, you know, some of the Generation Xers, that's what their go-to is. You know what I mean? The Generation Xers that can't figure out Twitter, they're like they just mess with Facebook and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
the brainless.
This was the fakest whistleblower thing I ever seen. If she doesn't glow in the dark, I don't know who glows. This was weak. This is stupid. Like, how could we not see this play? And do people actually believe that? I just want to ask what agency she worked for. What Treadstone department she worked for.
The Biden
you see her look
administration.
in her eyes? She looks soulless, clueless, brainwashed.
MK Ultra.
Oh boy.
You know, she said that something about Facebook's algorithm and hate. Well, the way Facebook algorithm works is, you know, once you start catching some fire, you're going to catch more fire. You know, that's just how the algorithm works. But it ain't the algorithm. It's human beings. I said this many. Before I was a Hotep Jesus, I said negative content gets more engagement than positive content on social media. And I used to do social experiments on Twitter illustrating that exact fact. It's in my book, Dominate Twitter. Go get a copy of that if you plan on being somebody in this world. I said this in my book. Human beings respond to negativity more than positivity. I even see it with, you know, so-called friends. Can't hold a conversation with them about anything productive. But if you got some gossip or some negative shit to say, they be on the phone all goddamn night. That's why I try to stick to the people that want to have productive conversations all damn night. Now, like you said, she's a glowy. When big tech says, hey, we need to be regulated, we know something's afoot. Now, I told the conservative federalists, regulating big tech was a bad idea. Last thing you want to do is centralize more power underneath the hands of the state, underneath the hands of the federal government. And now, horseshoe theory, the right meets the left. They are now in agreement. So what did the conservative federalists do this week? Now the whistleblower came out. Oh my God, no, this isn't it. They got ahead of y'all and said, no, y'all had the right plan, regulate big tech. Whistleblowers don't get 60 minutes spots. They get dirt naps. They push up daisies.
This is true. Come on, you gotta hit the bomb on that, man.
You feel me? Whistleblowers do not get TV spots, man. What, 60 minutes? 60 minutes is like elite propaganda. Like that's the best of the best propaganda. Like after they finish figuring out, what you feed into during the week, then they hit y'all with that 60-minute segment and feed y'all a whole bunch of Monsanto, some GMO media. I think that's all I have to say about that, man. Other than the fact that she looked like Charlie Kirk. In fact, I need y'all to take Charlie Kirk and put their faces together or juxtapose the face over superimpose the face over another. I need somebody to make that Photoshop happen because I swear to God, they got that same like face where it's like everything else is big except for the eyes, nose, and the mouth is like centered in the middle of the face. I don't know. They look like weird people. But it looks like Charlie Kirk. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's just suspicious all around.
Yeah, this I'm reading from NPR. Before Haugen left the social network, she copied thousands of pages of confidential documents and shared them with lawmakers, regulators, and the Wall Street Journal, which published a series of reports called the Facebook Files.
The Facebook Files. Now, peep this. Actually, finish reading. Remind me to talk about the SEC. Go ahead.
During my time at Facebook, I came to realize a devastating truth. Almost no one outside of Facebook knows what happens inside of Facebook. Like, I don't know what happens inside of Miser or Johnson and Johnson or you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like, okay, Haugen told Congress the company intentionally hides vital information from the public, from the U.S. government, and from the governments around the world. See, this almost makes me think that like there's like sometimes I try how to describe what's really going on. There's like different factions of redacted fighting each other, you know what I mean? It's for control of the world, right? So I think one side I think one side is not on the same side as Zuckerberg. Like Zuckerberg is like a problem for one side. So they said, hey, they called up their MK Ultra, their Treadstone. It's like, hey, we got to send you. We train her up. We got any data scientists? Female. We can get her hired, right? Mm-hmm. Diversity. Put her into Zuck. Zuck was like, yeah, we'll take you in. Zuck don't know nothing. She spends years collecting. Like it will take you a while to collect thousands of pages of documents, right?
Yeah.
Like you've been working on this for a while. So that means you came to work at Facebook to do this, right?
Right.
So when she leaves, she takes it all with her, sends it out. She did her job. Her job was get these documents, to get this evidence to the lawmakers, regulators, and to her friends at the Wall Street Journal. Like she just happens to have friends with over there, right? Mm-hmm. Like she glows so much, man. It's like it's disgusting, man. Like we don't have free anything, man. It's just terrible. Like I think one side wanted to rein in Facebook a little bit because it's causing problems with like a lot of the opposition to the stuff they're trying to do today is coming from people who are able to speak freely on the book, and they want to reel that in.
Yeah, absolutely. And she said something about collecting the documents, and then what's the name told on themselves. 60 Minutes. They said, yeah, you're allowed to steal companies' documents as long as you give them to the SEC.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. So she was well aware of what to do with these documents. It wasn't like she went to WikiLeaks or, 4chan or with it or Gab or somebody. She went straight to the SEC. So she knew what she was doing. This is definitely inside out.
I don't know.
Anytime
they're talking. Go ahead.
Now, anytime you see the media talking about a whistleblower and giving them credit, it's some funny money shit. Why they ain't got no whistleblowers from the from the Mazda company? Why they ain't put none of them on 60 Minutes? Why is it that they had a Mazda meeting the other day and they had to black out the windows?
Yeah. Now she's crying about how, on that January 6th, Capital C used this platform to organize, and how Instagram makes body image issues worse. Well, they don't have to use, that's the one thing, if it does make body image worse, then sometimes less is more for social media. Some of these kids shouldn't be on Instagram or shouldn't be using it. You know what I mean? If you can't handle something, relax, man. It's not everything's for you. You know what I mean? And I'm not even buying it anyway, because, everybody has a wave. No matter what image, a body image you have as a woman, you can post that on Instagram, and people that like that image type will follow you and like you and give you money and everything. I see it time and time again. There's a lane for everybody. You just have to find your lane. I think the problem is some of these people want to be in another lane, but they ain't in the lane they supposed to be in. Mm-hmm. Stay in your lane.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're gonna talk about girls have insecurity issues from being on social media. Well, don't let your kids on the goddamn social media then.
Yeah. Definitely.
Train your kids up.
Yeah.
Get your kid, spend more time with your children. Teach them values of life.
I forgot all about this. We didn't put this in the note. Mario Jordan, on Monday, Facebook, IG, and WhatsApp was down for half the day. How much was deleted off the servers? Best considered are hidden in font. I thought it was a network issue, not an actual data issue. I think somebody had went into one of their the routers, and how the packets get out, is on the routers and all the information. I think some of the router list was deleted. I thought that's what actually happened. Wasn't it?
Yeah. I believe it was a network issue because even Verizon was down, and I think some other ISPs.
Okay. Yeah. Did we think that was coincidence? Because that happened the same day Project V came out, I think. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch that Project V video?
Yeah, I seen it. Wait, the new one? The new one about the babies in the medicine?
No, not the Baby Jones.
Which
the one before. I thought they released one before that.
I think I seen the one before that.
Which one was this? I thought that was the one where they had the scientists out there dry snitching.
Yeah. He said, natural is gives you more protection than artificial.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Something we've been know. Something Hoteps been told you.
You did say a while back, man, that the Baby Jones in that thing, and then this lady came out yesterday, got the emails to prove it. We got.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They put it in the test subject. Now let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Which side of the political aisle is pushing for abortions?
The Democrats.
So they push for that to create another avenue of revenue and then use that for testing. Now, a lot of that is black folks. So that's how they getting our genes and playing with our shit.
Oh,
that's how they playing with our shit. They probably paying double for a black baby because they can't get none of us to sign up for shit.
I don't know, man. That's crazy. It's wild world. But I think a lot of the because if that opens it up for the religious exemption job, to be honest, all somebody got to do bring that to court and be like, yo, and the fact that like they're gonna bring up, well, the bishops and the Vatican said this, you know what I mean? Like they paid them off to say that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like they shouldn't be the arbitraries of your religion anyway. There should be how you interpret that religion. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, I don't know how it shouldn't even be legal that for them to be a religious exemption to be turned down. Like it just shouldn't be. Like it just means you got to prove you actually prayed to, you know what I mean? The God or whatever you worship.
Well, it comes down to the fact that the powers that be worship Satan. It's a Satanist we dealing with.
Yeah, it's wild to me, man. The fact that, because, Andrew Wiggins, his religious exemption got denied. I wish somebody would have asked him that question. This is why we don't have any media. I mean, what was you applied for religious exemption? How do you feel about that? Do you think it should have been denied? Nobody asking about that. It's crazy. That you should ask to respect somebody's religion. I gotta believe somebody else's religion that certain land is theirs and it's your birthright, right? Mm-hmm. We have to believe that, right? Mm-hmm. You can't respect my religion that says I don't want to put like human parts in my in my arm. Like that's insane to me.
Again, it comes back to the fact that individuals aren't using the law to their advantage. If you are subject to this shit, you just ain't using the law to your advantage. Cats is going for religious exemption and not citing the Constitution. You see, when you say religious exemption, they go, all right, we ain't got to worry about this one. But when you start citing the Constitution, they go, oh, we might lose some money. All right, not that one. Let them go. Right? Again, the Amish ain't taking no medicine. Why? Why are the Amish not taking it? Why is the Amish not forced to take any medicine? Want to know why? Because they set themselves up properly. Because like my man Jeff Curtis said, the Amish are the only true conservatives out here. They ain't changed none of their traditional values and traded for technology.
Nope.
And that's what happens. When you stay true to your values, they can't come get you. But when you start compromising, they're like, oh, now we got you. You playing our game. Perfect.
Definitely. That's a shame, man. Elvis 305, what do y'all think about Facebook shut down about? We just mentioned that. Straight Crown Royal, we need to stop letting the government raise our children. My kids don't have social media. They play outside. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, my kids don't got that shit either.
Get the kids outside.
Well, they have it, but they don't be on it.
Yeah, and kids use social media like a lot differently than like I think adults do. I think they use it more to communicate with stuff like that. Like most of the kids don't even post a lot of pictures. They got a whole bunch of burner accounts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't like they have one, like they have an account that has one picture of themselves and that's it. They use it to talk like that's what every kid I've heard about that says they use that. That's how they move on it. Yeah, they move different on social media. Now, like on TikTok, they make some videos and shit like that, but they do a lot of deleting and shit like that. It's the kids use the social media different than how we do it. You know what I mean? But it's wise to limit internet and stuff like that. It's a great tool. It's just like television. You got to limit what you watch on there. You got to limit what you watch on the internet.
Yep.
Where we at? Oh, Cassius Can. R. Kelly did not off himself. All right, before we get to Dave, let's get to you want to do the Black Panther segment, canon segment?
Yeah, let's load that up.
Letitia Wright.
At this point, y'all niggas ain't worth saving. So for those of you who don't know, Letitia Wright, aka Shuri from Black Panther fame, has been receiving some ridiculous backlash over her stance on the Yamin. And since she's receiving so-called backlash, we all know what side of the line she fall on, right? Anyway, so she been coming out speaking out against the Yamin. And y'all niggas is in rare form. I mean, look at these tweets. I mean, it's so ridiculous. You would think that y'all people really thought that Wakanda was a real nation. Out here talking about Wakanda would have been the first nation to come out with a Yamin. Honestly, if we want to suspend reality real quick, Wakanda was a closed nation, so they wouldn't have had these issues. 2, I'm pretty sure the Yamin ain't go over there to Sentinel Island. Why don't you go step foot over there and see what happened to you? You might end up with a spear up your ass. I don't get it. All y'all so-called black revolutionaries out here talking about black power, black this, black empowerment, protect our black women at all costs, America racist. All of a sudden y'all all trust the government and shit. And y'all act like black people ain't got a reason to not trust the government. Guess I forgot about the Tuskegee experiments and all them other fucked up experiments they was doing on black people in the military back in the day. The sad part is y'all calling for a job. And you know what? Her stance might very well cost her her job. But at least she's standing 10 toes down on what she believes in. Y'all keep following that Pied Piper off that cliff. I'm gonna sit back and watch the chaos. And all I can say to Letitia Wright is, rumble, young woman, rumble. Ken and Hotep, holla at you.
We back.
So they're after Letitia. I don't know. How do I say it? Am I saying the name right?
Yeah.
Letitia.
Put some respect on that black woman name.
No, you don't have to fact check this, man. Come on, it's Letitia. Letitia.
No, it's Letitia, nigga. You know black women, all their names end with Sha. Letitia. It's Letitia.
Chat.
Right.
1 for Letitia, 2 for Letitia, 1 for Letitia.
Letitia.
That's how it should be said. 1 for Letitia, 2 for Letitia. Anyway, she has come out and said,
hold on, real fast.
I have no idea who this Uncle Hotep character is.
I mean, all right, Letitia, whatever. She has been the target of, because she's, you know, a loud, you know, speak her mind black woman, except she has the wrong ideas, the wrong things to say. And nobody, and this is why I can't take the shine, you know what I mean? And this is why I'm so harsh on the shine. This is why, I mean, if we need to take the whip out of the overseer's hands and take it for ourselves and whip these jokers ourselves, some of these niggas deserve this whooping. Anytime y'all gonna turn on a black woman just because she don't believe in what the establishment is saying, they're talking about, well, if the agenda is stopping this scamdemic, like, are they doing a good job of stopping it? It seems they're dragging it on as long as possible, but you shines can't even see it. They're trying to stop this global scamdemic. No, they're not, you dumbass. They're extending it as long as they can. Build back better. The Great Reset.
Event 201. Dark Winter.
They could have stopped this thing in a year. It'd have been over with if they wanted to. It took that Fauci, that white man, and he's having like, isn't Netflix making a movie about? Like, come on,
they milking that shit.
Like, it's ridiculous. Like, all right, man. Like, I don't get it, man. What is it? Is it Netflix or it's a movie or something, right?
Something like that. I know what you're talking about. I saw it, but I ain't paid much attention. You know, I see the bullshit. But I think they is doing like a Fauci documentary.
2021. Oh, Disney Plus official Fauci trailer, man.
Yeah. Letitia was. This is the second time she was under fire for this. The first time they let her slide and they targeted her for posting a transphobic video. This time they're talking about she's spreading the anti stuff rhetoric. And my tweet made it to Hollywood Reporter on Instagram. People were tagging me and saying, "Yo, Hotep, you're a Hollywood Reporter." Shout out to my niece and a couple other people. And then this morning I woke up and apparently Diaspora Africa Twitter caught wind of it. And we have to be clear about the diaspora African, right? This is the African who has left Africa and now lives in Europe. These are the most indoctrinated of all Africans. These people are akin to the black liberal of America. They might be worse because they're African. So they think they're super black. They think they're super intelligent because they escaped Africa, allegedly, and moved to Europe, and the Europe's got better education system. They went to Oxford or some shit like that. So they think they're smarter than us Negroes. It's bad enough the diaspora that's not ADOS thinks they're better than us. When you add on the fact that they live in Europe, it's even worse. They have a more higher sense of inflated ego. So I woke up and these niggas was in my mentions. And you know what else they had in their bio, Uncle Hotep?
What?
Pronouns.
Oh, yeah.
Nigerian flag and pronouns. How do those two things go together? I don't fucking know. So pronoun Twitter caught wind of my tweet and they was upset. You know, I don't argue with niggas. I let my followers do that if they got the time. That's their world. That's their prerogative. But Letitia Wright, I just like to say I support you. We support you here with the show. Keep doing what you're doing. I had one Asian dude with a blue check pop up in my mentions, try to start arguing with me. He had pronouns in his bio. Now there's one black chick who was on some goddess shit, you know, selling sage and all of that shit, calling herself holistic, but she mad at Letitia for pushing the medicine. Those two things contradict you. You can't call yourself black goddess, holistic mommy, and be pushing the juice, pushing the punch. You can't, both those two, you're a scam artist. That's first of all. She had the nerve to say, Marvel, get rid of her. This is what a black woman said. Now, my tweet said, y'all say protect black women until it doesn't fit the agenda. Protect Letitia Wright. And she said, yeah, it's protect black women as long as they're not endangering other people with false information. And then she goes on to say Marvel, basically fire this woman. You want to destroy her career because you sucking a white man dick? You want to destroy another black woman's career because you sipping the white liberal Kool-Aid. You the same Negroes that talk about white supremacy, but when white massa pop up and say take your medicine, y'all like, yes, massa, give me my medicine. And you other niggas better take your medicine too. It's disgusting. You know what else makes it disgusting? It's black women doing this to other black women. That's one thing Tariq Nasheed got right. These black women love Zaddy. They love them some white zaddy. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I seen it on Twitter. You know, Africa Twitter was diaspora Twitter. It was going on and on and on about it. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, like they don't understand what being on the code means. Like again, we'll talk about. I brought it up with the pound cake speech and Cosby. They weren't mad that Cosby said what he said. They said they were mad that Cosby said it in front of other people outside of our culture. Well, if you're mad at what Letitia says, then you go talk to her and be like, hey, come on, won't you know what I mean? But no. Y'all got to get out in front of everybody. And the thing was, I looked at it and I seen a lot of, non-blacks like, fire. And here come these shines. They just want to agree with these people. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like you posted, like your tweet said, you got the tweet. Put the tweet up, man.
Let me find the tweet.
Oh,
I think that bad boy.
Put the tweet up. Viral. Put the tweet up, man. You going viral, man. Come on, I mean, go. Look, let's get this grift going.
Oh, I'll find it in just a second. We're gonna be on the screen. Can't believe they did my girl like that, Letitia. There you go, right here. Found it. Let's see if this works. Hold on, let me change the properties. Here we go, right there. It's protect black women until they disagree with the agenda. Protect Letitia Wright. Try to tell them.
Yeah. Protect black women means protect black women. Not on conditions, not conditional. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they want conditional support. As long as you don't upset Zaddy. Is that what you're really saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's insane to me.
Then they gonna hit you with a black woman helped the white man make the medicine. No, nigga, she's a W-2 wage employee and he put her ass up to it. That's what the fuck happened. Y'all not listening to Dr. Malone. Dr. Malone said he invented the joint. He told y'all don't touch that shit. They shouldn't be used in that manner. Y'all ain't listening to him. Y'all like going for the okie doke. That's why Biden took the money away from the HBCUs, dumbasses.
He damn sure did, man. He damn sure did.
Let me correct myself. He proposed to do so. Because that was the big thing this week, right? One of the big things, went from 30 million to 2 million or 40 million to 2 million. So I said, let me go look up and see who's the bootlicking Negroes that were caping for Biden. Found this one Negro with a blue check. And he's like, oh, this is just a proposal. Nigga, you really out here caping for this man. This headline is misleading. They paying these niggas good.
You think they're paying them, they happen to be buck dancing for the man?
It's either they're paying them or they're buck dancing to get paid. They want that spot at Cool Nigga Network or elsewhere. MSNBC or somewhere, NBC, CBS. They're looking for, the shit that pissed me off. They got this new station called Fox Soul. You seen that shit?
I think I seen that a couple months ago.
Fox Soul. Fox? He just said this is the racist station and y'all went and put the black people on there. This is how you know, like, these media outlets is all one thing. This is how you know. They getting both of y'all. They gonna get the white conservative and your nigga ass. And you don't even see it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Post Flow, Albert Pike, a heavyweight of the Free Stoneworkers, said his boys have a papacy on lock.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Papacy.
Yeah.
That's the Pope in them niggas.
Hillway.
And they spelled it wrong. It's got an L in there.
Hillway. Ted Kaczynski should have gone Amish. Steph Colonel, ain't no titties in her name. Oh, okay, I got you. Letitia. How many ways can y'all spell Letitia? God damn. Idiots are MB. Idiots are after Letitia Wright and saying Anaconda would have had people juice. Anaconda isn't even a real country. Oh, not Wakanda, I think. would have had people. They're actually having discussion. What would Wakanda do? Oh,
yes, they did. Yes, I had somebody in my mentions. I'm glad he brought that up. Somebody was like, if anybody would have developed the medicine, it would have been in Wakanda. I'm like, Lord have mercy. They just said the Wakandans and Black Panther and them would have developed the punch.
You have to be shitting me, man.
They were serious, yo.
Ban Marvel movies from these niggas, man. I should have known, because niggas, the Shine don't want to bring no African shit. But when the Black Panther came out, these niggas put on they koofies. Mm-hmm. These niggas put on they
coming to
what's
America
the shirt?
Shit.
They're coming to America
dashikis.
Shit. They're dashikis. They put all that shit on and went to the movie theater. Niggas couldn't name one African country to save their goddamn life. But them niggas put it on for Wakanda. They really, really did.
They did. We've been trying for years to get them to go on some back to Africa shit. Stan Lee popped one movie up. These niggas is African now.
Stan Lee made a make-believe country.
These niggas was like...
You niggas took it and ran with it. And you got nerve to say Wakanda would have took the serum. No, Wakanda was cut off from the rest of the world.
Right. Mm-hmm. Wakanda would have built the wall.
Wakanda would have built the wall. Wakanda wouldn't have shared no goddamn serum, no medication. They would have had to. They would have went out. Matter of fact, they wouldn't even have had any of that.
Word.
They would have grew some herbs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What gave Black Panther his power so he could see the beyond? A purple herb.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
The fix is from the ground. It's from Mother Earth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You shines don't even want to know anything about that.
Nope.
You think the white man Fauci got your cure? He gonna get you right. Massa, can I get some medicine, Mr. Fauci? Can I get some medicine, Mr. Fauci? I ain't sick. I know I'm eating all this hog maws and I'm 200 pounds overweight. But Mr. Fauci, can you give me some medication? I don't want to work out, Mr. Fauci. I know I'm obesity. I know I'm overweight. I know my sugar levels is high. But Mr. Fauci, I know your magical medicine can save us.
Oh man.
I can't believe these people, man, with this goddamn Wakanda shit, man. Jesus.
We deserve all of the oppression that we get. All of it.
Cassius Can ain't not a person named Letitia. Letitia, not Letitia. Letitia. This I will never forgive Boule Spike Lee for popping champagne when Biden won. The niggas was popping bottles, dancing in the streets. buck dancing, shoe shining. Come on, man. We need that. Oh my God. We need that.
Khalid Muhammad clip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to just get the audio and add it to the board, man. Remind me to do that. I'm gonna have it on the board. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get me a clean copy of that too, because he got a better rant than that. Than the one I played last time. Let me email myself. Somebody text me that, email me that, remind me to get that clip. I'm adding that to the board.
Anyway. This is more about the activist. We all know what's going on. I was talking about that activist anyway. Yeah, where we at?
School shooter.
Let's talk. School. Oh, the school shooter.
What you was about to say?
I didn't know if you want to do Dave now or save the school shooter, do Dave last, or
let's do school shooter and go with Dave.
Okay. School shooter, Arlington, Texas, man. They say this black man got bullied for being rich. And he retaliated to the shines. I guess this story is so unbelievable. I don't even know what to say, man. Like I grew up like there was certain blacks in our school that had money, real money, like they had the made money. This is back in the 90s, 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even the white people was like, I think his name was Chad. He's a doctor now. He was like, yo, Chad, not every family has a goddamn maid. Like he said it like it was nothing. Like, oh, I got my dad, my maid did this and that. And the white girl was like, Chad, not everybody got no maid. And I was like, God, like, you know what I'm saying? So there was some rich Negroes, right?
Yeah.
I never seen black people bully black people before being rich. I never seen it. I never heard. Now this might be a new generation of shine, and they on some other shit, and I can accept that. But what the like? This seems like her mother and them is trying to, I don't know, save their son because he did something stupid. You know, he's probably, I don't know, maybe he has something wrong with his brain or something like that. How do you call it, man?
Well,
have you ever seen that?
Yeah, bullying exists. I'm not going to say bullying does not exist. I'm not going to say it's for that reason, but that is a good reason. If anybody's going to be bullying somebody, it's going to be jealousy. It's usually jealousy and envy is why people bully. Okay? That's the root cause of bullying. The root cause of bullying is jealousy and envy. So it could be the reason. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh, so you're saying like, oh man, you're not on food stamps like the rest of us, you rich motherfucker. Somebody niggas is saying that. I cannot believe that. I can't believe it.
One time I was hanging with one of my homies that's not my homie anymore. And the nigga got mad at me because I had both parents. Like I didn't know he had this built up, but the nigga was like, not everybody got both parents like you, nigga. I was just like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry my dad didn't die. Sorry my dad's alive. So I saw the resentment in niggas. And you got to remember the niggas with no daddy at home got the most emotional problems. So I'm going to say there's a strong possibility that these niggas was hating on him for some reason. Now, they said he was being bullied. And when you go watch the video of the fight, the nigga not fighting back.
Because he knew he was going to come back with the burner and shoot the whole thing up.
They said previously he was bullied. They took his clothes off. They stripped him. They beat him up. He was a victim of bullying. That's what they did to him, they said. That's what they said. This is what the family said. Said they reported it to the what's name, da-da-da-da. Now, the nigga home now. He home. He got off $25,000. Okay? So, somebody not lying. Because this is Texas. You know Texas ain't letting no niggas go without a good ass story. Now, either this is some Freemasonry glowy shit, or the nigga's really being bullied.
Well, another thing, and I'm tired of people using bullying for an excuse for everything. Oh, he was being bullied so he can shoot the club up. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't.
Whoa, wait. What about Kyle Rittenhouse? What about Kyle Rittenhouse? Kyle Rittenhouse bust his gun. You ain't say that.
That was self-defense, man.
This wasn't self-defense.
That was in the streets.
This wasn't self-defense. The nigga beating
Not
him
when
up
you
was a
come
blood.
back with
The nigga
not
beating
when
him
you
up
come-
was a blood.
Not when you come back with the burner and say, I'm gonna shoot everything up.
What else you supposed to do? You supposed to come back the next day and get beat up again?
If you come back with your gun and say, I'm just going to shoot this kid, that is premeditated. And no, I'm not agreeing with this. I'm not agreeing with people using bullying as an excuse. Some of you motherfuckers got to toughen up. Some of these motherfuckers got it. Like, it's an excuse now. Like, we had it all out here. Like this school in Coatesville.
Mm-hmm.
They said they was bullying this kid.
Mm-hmm.
And he called up. No, he didn't call up. He made a Snapchat and said he got tired. He's made a Snapchat and said, next Tuesday, I'm gonna shoot up everybody. Right? And then somebody screenshot it, and they let out everybody in the school and everything. But I think they came and got him. But it's just like these kids that have these problems that they don't know how to deal with it or anything else. They don't know how to confront anybody. He's bullying me. Man, listen. I grew up in an all-white neighborhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got on that bus every goddamn day.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the white boys was talking to me
Mm-hmm.
in fucking 1980, 1979?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you serious?
I went through the same shit.
Nigga,
if I had access to the gun, I'd have aired the block out.
It's, you know what I mean? I had to get my hands right.
But if you had access to the hammer, I'm gonna ask you, did you have access to the hammer?
No, I mean, my dad had guns, but I never thought in my mind to come with the gun and shoot him up. I'd rather get my swear on. I lost some, I beat some of them up. I mean, that's how it goes. If you squabble, once they see you squabble with them, they'll be like, all right, man, leave the motherfucker alone for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta throw hands. This is why we gotta get back to these hands. You gotta get these hands nice. All this going, I'm gonna air the block out because you got bullied, man. Like, you can't tell a joke back. You can't like come on. This is an excuse we're giving to society. This is why the Rainbow Coalition is running wild. Mm-hmm. Because y'all allow these people to use bullying as a weapon, and now who's doing the bullying? Who's doing the bullying?
The rainbows.
There it is.
I would like to say that Timothy George Simpkins is a goddamn national hero. He stood his ground against a bunch of shines that was beating him up. And he aired the block out like a real nigga should. Okay? If this was a white boy, y'all have been talking about some 2A, self-defense, he stood his ground type shit. Because the nigga black, he wrong. Nope.
Nigga can't fight, man.
It goes out to all the kids out there. If somebody's bullying you, air the block out.
Why do you think I got my daughter in karate now? I'm trying to convince her to do boxing. My boys
know how to use the Glock. We shooting first, asking questions later. I'll see you in court. Let me get my bail money. Ain't nobody got time to be fighting. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's 2021. The Glock hold 10 rounds. Got one for anybody fucking with me. And I got a reload. I got a bullet sitting right next to me on my desk. Just in case I got to throw one in the chamber real fast, okay? Hey, Timothy, niggas fucking with you. You do like the real niggas do. You pull that Glock out, you air the block out. You did the right thing, my nigga. I'm with you, and tomorrow I'm going to throw some shekels on your GoFundMe, on your Cash App. Free my nigga Timothy. He ain't did nothing wrong. He stood his ground against a bunch of Seans. Sean beating him up, talking about some disarmed blood. First of all, it's street rules. Street rules is you never beat up a nigga that's not defending himself. Usually when somebody defend himself, the streets don't touch you. Like, yo, he don't even want to fight. Leave him alone. Unless you had it coming to you, right? Like you did some like wild shit. You touched somebody's sister or something like that. Then yeah, you got that coming to you regardless. They was bullying that boy. I firmly believe they was bullying that boy. And he's a goddamn national hero. I said Kyle Rittenhouse was a national hero. And Timothy George Simpkins is a goddamn national hero because he went home, he got that hammer, and he showed niggas what real niggas do. This is for Timothy right here. This is what we do. This is what we do when cats fucking with us. Huh? This is what we do. Huh? I shoot first. That's how I was raised up. My dad's Jamaican. We shoot first, ask questions later. Nobody got time for that shit. Air the block out. Now, I'm sorry to the teacher that got hit. You was a casualty. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? She's still alive. But there's a couple of people I think that might be under the ground. Yeah, thank you. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. 2A, 2A, 2A. That's why the founding fathers gave us them muskets to handle them problems. I rest my case.
Nigga hit the bystander. See, that's the thing. You niggas can't shoot no way, man.
Hey, look, it's collateral damage. Ain't that what happened when they be in Afghanistan? Collateral damage. Sorry, should have got out the way. You see me walking the school with that hammer.
Jesus, man. Anyway, I do believe the family. I read somebody, there was a Facebook post about somebody in the family posted.
Yeah.
I think they do have a cash app up or some shit like that.
But they rich, man. I'm gonna cash app the exact amount for a new Glock. Y'all wouldn't have did that to Gotti's son. How Gotti's son would have handled that, huh? Or Marciano. Yeah, they'd have aired the block out fucking with his son. They'd have aired the block out. Your daddy would have got his air blocked out. He would have had fucking concrete shoes. This is how we handle our problems. I bet it won't be no bullying no more.
These kids are soft, man. That's all I can say. Is kids are soft, man.
Only person soft is the one underneath the ground. Real soft.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, well, let's see what happens with Timothy. You know, I mean, but you're right. You know, the charges don't look like he got aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Mm-hmm. You know, he'll get some time, but nothing serious, I don't think.
Oh, you're gonna get off because that's Texas, and that's what they do down there. You fuck with somebody, we air the block out.
Off, man.
That's not what they do in Texas.
He not getting off though. He gonna do some time.
He ain't doing.
He can want at least 3 years.
Didn't they say he a rich nigga?
Yeah, that is true. Like I think they said the parents had $400,000 house in Texas. That's a big house in Texas.
He a rich nigga.
That's a lot of house in Texas.
A rich nigga with a first defense. He ain't doing no time. He gonna walk.
I mean, he's lucky nobody got seriously hurt, I don't think. So
Right.
That's the key. You know, if somebody got hurt or died, yeah, his ass was going upstate, but he'd be all right, I guess.
Let that thing sing. His name is Timothy George Simpkins. That's say his name. Say his name. Nigga gangster. Kyle Rittenhouse and Timothy George Simpkins. 2 goddamn American heroes. Get your cowboy on, Tim. Word.
Lord help us. Lord help us. Christian McNair. It doesn't matter whether it's 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 weeks. Joe Biden. Willie Handy. People are more upset over Letitia than the fact that you can't sue the makers of the mango, the pineapple, and the Jamaican jackfruit juice.
Oh my God,
man. Nick Burstone, we need an Uncle Hotep rant channel clip ASAP. Leo Glasser, oh, you see Whitlock today. He kept it pretty real on the redacted. No, I mean, Whitlock knows what's going on. He does. If you listen to him enough, he knows what's going on. Shout out to Jason Whitlock.
He know how to trigger cast too.
Yeah.
He know what he doing.
Hotep Tiger, I'm using all 8 limbs with the 2A Hotep build. Cocoa Nut, get your kids in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They will learn respect, how to defend themselves, how the body moves. Boxing is good, but not attractive.
Yeah, that jiu-jitsu.
I started Jade in jiu-jitsu, but she just ended up not liking it as much. She wanted to do some kicking and punching and all that other nuts shit. So I put her in karate. I'm just hoping she knows enough how to hold her hands to do something. But the little one, the little one's gonna be is gonna be a monster on hitting people, man. She was down there beating Jade up, man. I'm like, come on, you don't need to stop. Like, you got 5 years on the kid. Like you get hopped on by your little sister. Like, what's going on here?
Yo, girls are beasts when they're young, man. They even older, man. They still like, woo. They like to get in and they got no fear. They got no fear, But I'll say this one thing: your jujitsu ain't got nothing on my gun fu.
Oh my God.
My boys is fluent in gun fu. Okay, yeah, they know their way around that thing.
MB, the bully was sent away. Good riddance. The world is a better place. Maybe someone should have stepped in and stopped it. No response. No justice. No peace.
No justice. No peace.
Dan, Mayron, dang dude ain't got no hands or aim. You couldn't get him.
Hey, leave my man alone, all right?
Nigga was praying and spraying, man. Did they got film? Did they got film of him shooting, man?
Nah, they ain't got that. Niggas was about to. So he pulled that thing out and they ran. Ain't nobody got no footage of that. Look right here. You see this right here? See this video? Yeah, that's the young boy right there with that thing. See that right there, that boy, huh? You see how we train him up? Yeah, this how we do ours. Fuck with us over here, nigga. You gonna walk over, but you gonna limp back. I don't play that shit.
Elvis 305. Let's go, Brandon. Hotep Tiger. Tim and Kyle equals Sam and Bucky. Marvel heroes. Jesus Christ. I guess we'll talk about Dave, man. Let's get to Dave. Dave Chappelle, a new Netflix special. How many shows does he have to do for Netflix? Is this the last one?
I think he had a contract for 3, I want to say.
Okay. I have not watched it yet.
You ain't watched it yet?
No, I didn't watch it yet.
Classic.
Oh, come on.
Classic.
Now, as usual, and it seems like lately he's been opening fire at the rainbows, especially the tea people. I think he says it on one of the previous one. Now I'm seeing a lot of people saying, like you said, it was a classic, and then I'm seeing the new blacks. Some of the new blacks are like, oh, this is bad. Like, matter of fact, I put in the message in the Hotep message thing. I put it of the Variety tweet, the Dear White People showrunner announced Wednesday she would be boycotting Netflix over Dave Chappelle's phobic news special.
She opened up.
Can you put that on the screen?
It's up there. She opened up to Variety's Mark Malkin about why she's dangerous rhetoric. Bitch look like goddamn Fraggle Rock. Bitch Bitch look like a bleached gonzo. Fuck out of here.
Now you saw it, right? You correct? You saw the special?
I saw the special. I loved it.
Now, was he going hard at them? Like, what's the deal with that?
Bro, I don't know if you can even call it hard. Yo, the nigga told some like jokes that I was like, now you know me, I got dark humor. So
Right.
I'm crying at this shit. But even I wouldn't say the shit, okay?
Okay.
He said one thing. He said the definition of feminism is a human being who believes in equal rights for women. He's like, so that by definition, I'm a feminist. Then later on, he started to tell the joke, and he said, you know what? I'm going to lead the feminist movement. You know what the feminist movement needs? They need a man to lead them. And then peep this shit he said. He said, but I'm going to need something in return.
Right.
He said, I'm going to need y'all to
What did he say?
SOMD. SMD.
Okay.
This is what he said. He said,
That was the joke?
I guess we back to square one. This is what he was I was like, yo, he gives zero fucks. You could tell this is the end of his Netflix contract. He's never getting a Netflix contract again. Okay.
That's actually pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. I was crying when I heard that shit. And the sad part is before he hit the punchline, I said it in my head. I'm like, I hope he don't say, oh, he did say SMD. Wow. So this is the type of jokes he was talking. So he was saying, he was coming at the feminists. He had a lot of jokes that, like, if you wasn't keeping up with the current times, would go over your head. But if you know what's going on with the whole woke culture, he was hitting them punchlines hard. But he came at the T people, but he came at the redacted twice.
Okay.
I mean, he started the show off coming at the redacted. And he said, yup. After he finished, he joked, he looked at the crowd. He said, yup, it's that type of night. I said, oh, my God. So we might end up seeing him going back to Africa soon. He ain't getting no more jobs. And I knew it was good because when I heard it came out, I went to go look up, what the media was saying. And the media was like downplaying it. I'm like, oh, I know this shit good. And then later on, he made another joke about the redacted. I said, wow, Dave don't care no more, yo. And then he said something about the punch in the beginning. But if you can read between the lines, he kind of telling the truth about the punch. But I'm going to let y'all, do your thing about that, see for yourself and make your translations. But I thought it was... Huh?
No, go ahead. No, finish.
No, what somebody say?
I'm reading somebody on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Too many people are not understanding the anti-redacted behind Dave Chappelle's space juice joke.
Yes.
a long thread because it includes the transcript of
they got to the...
This person was so ate up about this. They wrote a transcript of the joke on Twitter. Like, come on now. Like, this is
Yo, he was telling the truth, man. I detected no lies in that whole thing, man. I detected no lies. I thought it was classic. It was called Closer. It could have been called I Don't Give a Fuck No More.
Okay.
But you gotta watch it. It's, oh my God.
I'm gonna definitely watch it this weekend. Maybe I'll watch it Friday night or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, he pushed the envelope on satire, boy. I mean, this shit was downright evil funny. Man, I can't even remember some of the jokes, but man, I was just crying. Like he just when I thought he was going woke, the nigga came right back with this shit. I'm like, oh, thank God we ain't lose this nigga. Nah, it's classic. I enjoyed it. I think it was better than the first two, personally.
This is crazy.
You see it? You see it? Space juice.
I can't believe it. That's funny. I mean, I guess somebody said free the John and when he was doing the joke, I guess. Wow.
And then
he said it's going to get worse than that. Hang in there. It's going to get way worse than
that's exactly what he said. Yup. He said something about the baby too. He said, I came today to have the LGBT community free the baby. And then he threw this really like conservative style spin on the joke. It's straight spoiler right here. I'm sorry, y'all. Should have watched it already. He said, I'm gonna need the rainbow community to not abort the baby. Do you peep the double entendre in that? Because who's pushing for the abortion in America? The Rainbow Coalition. Classic work by Dave. Very clever.
Let me ask you this, though. Is Dave Chappelle bullying the Space Juice, the Rainbow Coalition, the Tea People?
Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what he said. He said, the Tea People are minorities until it's convenient for them to be white again. And he's absolutely right. Because he talks about how, you know, one of them got in a little scuffle and the first thing they did was call the cops. So they minorities until it's time to be white again. And that's the damn truth. Because them white liberals will sit up there and say they're allies until they know. Like when I interviewed Sky. She said the same thing. She was dating some chick. And y'all got to watch that interview, by the way, I did with Sky. And she said that the white girl that she was dating literally said, I'm going to call the cops. And you know that won't turn out well for you. White liberal. You know whose side they're going to take. So they're very well aware of their power. But what Dave's trying to say is that their struggle took precedent over the black struggle. And that right there, he fucking nailed. So it's not bullying because they got all the power. Shout out to Bitcoin Zay in the chat. He said the damn truth. Word.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would say different words about some of their things, but you know, like China is taking a different approach to some of this stuff. And we're going to see which one is right or wrong.
China been listening to Buju Banton. Boom, bye, bye.
Oh, come on, man. Here you go. Yeah, I gotta watch it. But you know, like I seen people like Whitlock was like, hold on, let me find what Whitlock said about it.
It was a tweet?
Yeah, Whitlock tweeted something. And you know, it where does it say? Here it goes. Wow, Dave Chappelle's latest Netflix special is the bravest comedy routine I've ever seen. It's hilarious while making a powerful point. Incredible. How have the reviews been? I can't imagine corporate media responding appropriately. Now, everybody was using this as Whitlock co-signing your shit, then it's bad. F when you look around and Whitlock is your ally. This kiss of sweat. If this shithead likes it, that's very bad news. The coon ass Gump is giving this endorsement. F. Somebody said called Whitlock corporate media. I'm not sure that applies. You know something sucks completely balls when Jason Tiny Hats Whitlock likes it. Reese. Yeah, my nigga Dave is washed. People are using this, because Whitlock likes it, and or conservatives like it, the material is a good sign. Are the black? This is where the shine is too far gone. They can't, like. I don't get it, man. It's like, the shine has been brainwashed for all. They believe so much in this, being life based on your sexuality and everything else instead of, actually doing something, what I'm saying? Being, something beyond your sexuality. They're brainwashed, man. And like, you say something against that, like Dave did, obviously, apparently in this Netflix special, and you have people like Whitlock agreeing with it, they're gonna come out and like all say it was bad. I'm seeing a lot of black people say this, it was bad and stuff like that. Somebody said, "Shut up, coon." Well, the special sucks now. Some of these are black people saying this.
Of course, because the shine is taking up everybody else's struggle but their own. They've conflated other people's struggle with their own, and that is the exact distraction that allowed them not to get reparations.
Why is that though?
Because they're good-natured people. They black people, they are a loving people. It comes down to what Grandmama taught us. Grandmama was a very loving individual. And when we went through such a struggle that when we see other people struggle, we feel bad. But the main reason, white liberal brainwashing. White man told them to jump. They said, "How high, massa?" Not only that, they fund the movements. They fund Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, at its very core, was a rainbow movement. So they took on that struggle back in 20 whatever the fuck when Black Lives Matter was started. But again, as I said in the past, I blame Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter made this happen.
I don't know. I mean, could Deshaun be some good-natured people? I don't know. Maybe. But, I kind of think that Deshaun is a coward. Deshaun is the niggas that have brains, they don't listen to, and the niggas that don't have brains will listen to this shit. You know what I'm saying? They will flock to people that parrot the masses narrative, shit like that. And the masses narrative nowadays, let's be honest, is pushing everything about, the people that Dave was making fun of. You know what I'm saying? I was saying this morning in my stream. You give a nigga a book, it goes two ways. Mm-hmm. You give a nigga a book, it goes two ways. Depends, you can get Mark Lamont Hill or you can get Malcolm X. Mm-hmm. So the white liberal is careful. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that you're right. They want when I say that these shines as cowards, when they want to help, when they see somebody else is struggling, they kind of think, well, since we can't stand up to our oppressor, if we help them out, they'll help us stand up to our oppressor. Instead of saying, "Oh, damn, that whipping look beat, man," but they're the white man really whooping your ass now, ain't they? Well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them doing that, they see somebody else like, "Oh, stop whipping them, master. Stop whipping them." Or any other time, like, "My name is Bennett and I ain't in it." That whip look like it hurt, don't it? You know what I'm saying? That's what they should be like.
Yeah.
But no, they want to join in because they think they need some help. Well, all they have to do is look at themselves, look in the mirror, and that's all the help they need. Mm-hmm. Stop asking other people for help. Stop looking for help. Mm-hmm. Half of y'all go. I was about to say something. Half of y'all go into those groups just so you can get some help.
Hotep character is.
Some of y'all go to that group just to get some help.
That's true.
I guarantee it.
That's true. The undesirables amongst us.
They're like the white man whooping my ass so bad, man. You know, let me put this rainbow on. You know what I'm saying? I get some protection then.
Yeah, you do, guaranteed. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is just bizarre to me, and we're gonna take there's like now we're taking their sides on some of this stuff, man. Like, I don't care if this is the same thing about Trump and stuff like that. Who cares if Jason Whitlock so what? Y'all don't like Whitlock. That doesn't mean something Whitlock likes is automatically terrible.
Right.
This is how narrow-minded. This is what I'm talking about. The dumbass niggas. Mm-hmm. These niggas, they don't got no fucking brain. Mm-hmm. Like, how small-minded you have to be to think just because Whitlock likes something, it automatically has to be bad. He likes The Wire too, right? Whitlock talks about The Wire every goddamn day, damn near. He loves The Wire. I think it's his favorite television show. I might be wrong on that, but I know it's at least top 3. Is The Wire trash? Y'all love The Wire. Mm-hmm. Y'all love The Wire to death. Now, it's just because the white liberal is mad. Now, y'all see the white liberal saying something. You see Massa at his house, like, we got to do something about this Dave Chappelle. We got to do something about this Dave Chappelle, Margaret. What's that, John? This Dave Chappelle, he riding, he's getting these slaves up and ornery. You in the field looking at John and say, oh, Master John. Master John is mad. Who got Master John mad? That nigga in the field, Dave Chappelle. Master gonna whip us. We better get Dave Chappelle out of here. This is their mindset. So now they turn on Dave Chappelle because the master in the house is mad at him. It make me sick, man.
Oh man. Jason Whitlock. Somebody asked who that is. Jason Whitlock. You should know who that is. Blaze TV now. 50% on it. You gonna finish up with them super chats, man?
Okay.
I'm about to go watch some Sean TV. 50 Cent Kanan shit getting good.
Okay. Cassius Cam. Hey, shit right there. We was dirt poor. We used to beat the bark off the kids with money just out of envy. I feel bad about that.
See? Tell you.
Steph Colonel, told you. Liberals cannot live without social media. Isaiah Jackson, if they're trying to cancel Dave, imagine what they would do to Patrice O'Neal.
Shout out to Bitcoin Zay with the $50 super chat.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go out and get Bitcoin in Black America 1 and 2 in stores right now. Bitcoin in Black America 1 and 2. Make sure y'all get yourselves a copy of that.
Get anything else?
That's it, man. I'm about to go watch some Sean TV, man.
All right. Sunday, Uncle Hotep Factor, and if you wanna get our new show, our second show, join the Patreon. We'll send it right to you.
Yes, sir. And don't forget, Hotep Coin coming soon. So go get you some Bitcoin and learn how to use DeFi, Pancake Swap, so you can get you some Hotep Coin, because that's coming soon. I'm out, man.
All right, man. Peace.
August 26th through the 28th, Las Vegas, Nevada. Hotep Nation.
Save the date if you not fake. HJ got a plate and a hot take. They gon' get you moving right. These goofy types and keep the unks goofy tight. Look, let's get it lit like a Lucy, aight? Show the world what we can build when the crew unite. And while these frauds out finessing your protests, I'm in the gulags playing chess with the Hoteps. The Hoteps been told you. Don't sweat, bruh, I ain't gonna hold you. Keep receipts for the things that they told you. Ears to the street, they got secrets to go through. The Hoteps being told you. Don't sweat, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Keep receipts for the things that they told you. Ears to the street, they got secrets to go through. Hotep and build, y'all know the deal. We go in for real, it ain't got no chill. Teach me how to grip, teach me how to grip. Teach me how to grip, teach me how to grip. Hotep and build, y'all